Hello and welcome to the Cryptonaut podcast. My name is Mark Storrs. Hanging out with me as always is
Chris.
And
Rob.
Thank you so much for joining us. Got a fun clip here today, boys. Recent,
Okay.
as I believe it's going to say. This happened on Christmas Eve.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
So super
That is
recent.
It's very recent.
Yeah.
Bizarre Christmas Eve UFO seen over Turkey.
Ooh.
I probably should have read the headline first, but I didn't.
Hey, that's all right.
Fine.
It's fine.
It's
I like it.
It works.
I'm
We
There you go.
excited.
understand.
I mean,
we
Turkey.
understand.
Christmas.
The best cult cinema
Understand.
ever. In terms of the batshit crazy, nothing's, it's like the finest of funky wines.
Nice.
I love that.
I like it.
A fascinating UFO video said to have been recorded in Turkey on December 24th, 2024, shows a strange multicolored, thank you for the approval.
Yeah, no, he was
aerial
fist
object.
bump.
No, it was nice.
He is
It was
a-
good.
It's Christmas.
I was right.
Yeah. It was in the headline.
Seen over a freeway.
Oh, man.
UFO investigator Scott C. Waring writes that, quote, the lights change formation and do not conform to any known aircraft lights. One YouTuber poster compared the craft to what was seen during the 2007/2009 Kumburgaz Turkey UFO flap. Excellent word. Sure, I massacred it, and I did not know about that UFO flap.
No, me
Me
neither.
neither.
First
Yes.
time. All right.
2-year UFO
Yeah,
flap.
2 year
That's-
UFO flap.
Hell of
I
a
just saw
flap.
raccoons, I
All
think.
right,
But...
cool. Well, let's.
Let's check it
No,
out.
actually, that was raccoons.
All right, we're going to
Yeah.
watch that after.
We're all staring at Bill.
Yeah, we'll see what he's doing. We got
He is playing.
Hey,
That's
he's,
right.
he's had a holiday break. It takes a minute.
Hey, he just flipped me off.
Wow.
Here we go. All right.
we got Max Rez.
Oh, look at this
Oh,
mother.
so you can kind of get a sense of, you can see
Yeah.
some city lights.
I mean, before we
Oh,
go to
that's
the obvious
interesting.
things like drones or whatever, this really looks like as
That
close to a
looks-
close encounter UFO as I've ever
No,
seen.
I know. That's,
that looks
That's what
real.
I've always wanted
that's
to
why
see.
I have a love for it, but
Yeah.
it can't be.
No, I know, but
That looks-
it
You know what I
might
mean?
be. But it might be.
That looks huge.
That's the problem. We're so used to things being either fakes
Well,
or
it's hard to see
CGI
where
or
it
drones.
actually is.
I'm just looking at the city lights beneath it to see where that thing
But it's
is.
hard
Yeah,
to tell
but-
because you don't
yeah,
know. You don't know if it's very
I don't
close
think
over
it's
the road.
Right, I don't think it's above exactly those
Oh,
city
you can
lights.
kind of get a sense of the sky there, too.
It
Wow,
looks
that's
like it's much
crazy.
closer.
Yeah.
All right. You know, I know there's a lot of things that can fly in the air. And
It
I
does
know
look like it's
governments and people have it.
one
It does
piece,
look like
though.
one
Yeah, it is,
Right.
it is one.
And it almost gives
yeah.
the impression of either a saucer shape or at least a
Yeah, I got the
semi-boomerang vibe.
Yeah, I got. It looks
Yeah, kind
saucery.
of come,
Yeah.
kind of like the edges
Saucery.
come down like that.
Saucery.
Oh,
Ah, yes.
Oh man.
Oh, not wizardry.
I mean, unfortunately, we do live in a world where drones are a thing, and
Yeah, no, well, they
we
are.
recently on one of our Patreon episodes just discussed the big drone wave that was happening in New Jersey.
And they
which
keep calling
is-
them drones, but that might be a mishap.
Yeah, yeah. So another
misquote.
there are other drone situations happening all over the world, like
Sure.
in smaller pockets.
Yeah, there's ones in London now.
Yeah. I haven't heard anything about Turkey. Obviously,
drones.
there's something there. Military, obviously, this could be something militarily speaking.
It's hard. It's man. It's
Is
hard
it?
to tell.
Wait, no, I'm thinking of Syria. Is it Syria that's had that one through a revolution just a few weeks ago? I think it was.
Shit,
Oh yeah, yeah.
watching
There's a
anything.
yeah, some
Yeah.
shit went down there.
No, some
for
pretty,
sure.
yeah, some shit went
But
down
like, why,
there.
why is this one just 480?
But
It looks like it's not though. It looks
Why
like
is it what?
In 480.
they filmed it in 480.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. Do they have?
Unless maybe they just
Is there a
uploaded it.
higher res bill or no? That's the highest of 480.
Yeah.
Maybe it was filmed on like an older style phone. Regardless, interesting clip.
Yeah, very.
Super weird. I'd
Yes.
like to know if there's any follow up, especially from like the Turkish government.
Sure.
Because they're sure as shit not going to be happy about that.
I mean, that kind of plays into the speculation that Ross Coulthart and Dr. Stephen Greer have put out saying that within 30 days, either a complete revelation of UFO disclosure
yeah, we're
or
on
a
notice.
full-on false flag alien invasion is going to take
Dude,
place
there you go.
with like black ops at the helm
Yep.
pretending to be aliens, and that they're doing so by having weird sightings of things over certain areas. What would be really interesting and very dark would be if it was like a government faction doing it, and like there's like a war like of speed, like we were talking about the other day on a Patreon episode, between the people that want to disclose and the people that want to keep the conspiracy
who's gonna
alive.
get it out
Who
there
they're,
first?
and so
Yeah,
they're
yeah.
throwing out the drones and they're getting ready to like do
Yeah.
catastrophic disclosure. I mean, or it could just be another spate of weird lights in the sky and nothing comes of it.
Yeah, you never.
Which kind of
Yeah,
is what
I mean-
you root for. Part of me roots for, of course, disclosure. I always root for disclosure, but then there's part of me that's like, I don't know if I want it to all fucking shit the bed before it's like, aliens are real.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I often think about that. Like, obviously we have a paranormal podcast. We deal with aliens and UFOs and extraterrestrials and interdimensionals all the
Sure.
time. So all of a sudden that becomes real. Well, it's like, well,
Now we're science.
yeah,
now we're a science podcast.
Yeah.
We're like, we're not like we don't get tagged with like misinformation anymore. Now it's like we actually might know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So
We just
Yeah.
report the facts, man.
I think regardless, I gotta still go to work. I've been tossing it at my boss like, nuclear attack. Am I coming to work? He's like, yeah. I'm like, man, radiation, really?
You got to
Like,
come to work if there's a
yeah,
nuclear
no,
attack.
I work for a public utility, so yeah, I have to be there.
Well,
Even with aliens, I'm like, all right, man, aliens, am I still coming in? He's like, yeah. I'm like, damn, brother.
well, I get it.
come
If
on,
aliens
man.
just show up and they're not doing anything,
I mean,
you gotta go. You gotta go to work.
I'm just trying to get out of.
But a nuclear bomb, I think.
Trying to
you-
get a
you
day
know what?
off, man.
You're gonna get a fucking personal day on that one.
I mean,
I give it to you.
I might tell them to write me up. Good
Yeah.
luck, because you're all
Yeah.
gonna die real quick. So
Yeah.
there you go.
So
Excellent. Awesome video. Thank you for joining
yeah,
us.
thanks for that Debbie Downer moment.
Yeah, it's a fine. What I
Wow.
do look at
It's
aliens,
fine.
nuclear,
It's fine.
aliens or nukes, whatever. It's gonna happen at some point. You never know, man. You gotta live
all
every
right.
day like it's your last.
Everybody is going to
I don't
expire
know about
someday,
that.
but there's no guarantee there's going to be an apocalyptic conflagration.
Right. Or
never know.
aliens.
I spent the whole 1980s when you were a baby living in mortal fear, Chris too,
Yeah.
of the oncoming nuclear apocalypse
You guys
from
are
the
trained.
Soviet Union.
Me and
no,
Bill.
I can't live
We're
in
not
that world
trained.
anymore. As far as I'm concerned, we dodge those bullets, we're good.
Listen,
Yeah.
Until we're not, and then fuck it, I'll deal with it then. But I'm not going to think about it one other second.
The sun's going to blow up. We're going to get
Yeah.
hit by an
All
asteroid.
sorts of shit.
Or the
Cool.
moon's going to
Yeah.
crash into the earth. Those are inevitable.
Why do you think
If you believe in
we
the
drink
moon-
so we won't live long enough to face any of
Right.
those things?
oh god,
We
All
have
right,
to
don't worry.
erase the nuclear.
Better living through bourbon. folks.
Devastation from our
me and
brains.
Bill will be here when you guys just drink yourself into a
Yeah,
oblivion.
well,
It's
I
fine.
mean, say something nice over our graves.
all right, Bill. he gave a half, like, maybe.
I'll do it.
All right, thank you for joining
I
us.
trust Bill. He'll do it.
Cryptonaut Podcast, weekly podcast. Check us out on Spotify. We're available also here right here on
we are.
YouTube. We have merch at hellerspace.com. Check it out there. Follow us on the socials, the Instas, the Twitters, the TikToks, all kinds of fun stuff there. And we'll be talking to you soon.
And we will be keeping our ear to the ground. So don't come to us first and foremost for news, but if we hear anything crazy happening,
We'll let you know.
We'll pop on the
No,
videos
yeah.
and tell you.
Yeah, there you go. Share this video with your friends and family. Tell them.
Sure, yeah, no, depress them,
apocalypse,
too.
We're the ones to come to. Totally.
Yeah, no, we're the ones.
qualified.
Yeah, we're like the bearded FEMA.
We have a pretty good review on iTunes.
Yeah,
or
we do.
Apple Podcasts. So
Sure
yeah,
we do.
We got
All
enough
right,
reviews.
so that's
There you go.
good enough for me.
Cool. I'll flip the video, by the way, too. See ya.
All right. Good luck in the Thunderdome.
Ha ha!
Good luck in Thunderdome.